Alright, what is going on, everybody? We have a lot to talk about today with news of FUNDRISE, having a FUNDRISE Innovation Fund. Now, first off, if you guys don't know what FUNDRISE is, it's crowdfunding real estate, and basically, essentially, you give money to FUNDRISE, and they take your money, and they will invest it in real estate for you. Now, they have three different investment strategies that you can choose from, depending on if you want more growth or more income related. But in a different video, I can go deeper into FUNDRISE and if it's a good investment for you and all the things that come with FUNDRISE. But today, FUNDRISE Innovation Fund. They're a real estate company, but they're just now getting in stocks, which is a little interesting, but see how that goes. Now, if you want to get into FUNDRISE, if you want me to make a better video, check down in the description. If you want to get into FUNDRISE, want to be able to get into this fund, want to become an IPO member, check the link in the description, click the link, and you'll get a free $50 to invest. So this is my portfolio right now. I only have $6,000 in it. Well, like $5,000, $5,500 actually. I've made like $600. But if you guys want me to go more in depth into that and make a video about my portfolio and my experiences with FUNDRISE and what I think about the company, we can do that. So with this FUNDRISE Innovation Fund, to be able to have access to this fund, FUNDRISE says the first people who have access to it is IPO. If you know a regular IPO is a initial public offering is when you first go onto the stock market, but their IPO is an internet public offering, which really, in my view, really just gives you opportunity to invest in a company before they're on the stock market. And I think FUNDRISE will go public maybe in 5-10 years. But this is really, their internet public offerings really just give you a chance to invest in their company long before they possibly go public. Now, their investment strategy for this, obviously you can see as a horizon of 5+ years, but their investment strategy is the FUNDRISE Innovation Fund seeks to achieve its investment objective by investing in a diversified portfolio of high-growth private technology companies. Now, we know in the past that big tech, technology, all that type of stuff, all those stocks have done extremely well in the past and really are your high-growth type of stocks like software, technology, all that type of stuff. So this fund will be composed of high-growth tech companies. While the fund expects to focus primarily on late-stage companies, it is tend to be a multi-stage fund investing in both early stages and late stages, as well as holding some public equities. So really, this fund is going to be composed of companies who are just trying to start, where they're in the very early stages of their companies, or companies who are in their late stages that really just need help, and then some companies could be on the stock market already and will be in this fund. Due to the nature of high-growth technology companies, expected that returns may vary substantially over the near term, and as a result, the fund is intended for only long-term investors with an understanding of the risks associated with illiquid investments. So really any investment, especially in real estate and in companies like these, you really want to have a long-term outlook. If you're investing in real estate especially, you really have a long-term outlook. And with this fund, there are obviously early stages and late stages, but really you should have a long-term outlook with possibly investing in this company, or this fund, sorry. So like it says, the time horizon will be 5+ years. So you really want to look at this and put it in the file cabinet and really not look at it as much or really care about what it's doing, because this is for the long term, and in 5+ years you'll be thanking yourself you invested in this fund, hopefully. Now this says, since founding FUNDRISE in 2012, we have relentlessly pursued a singular mission to build a better financial system for empowering the individual investor. We're excited to announce that we will soon be taking yet another major step on that journey, making our first major expansion outside of private real estate. Now, when I first read this, they are a real estate company, so I thought, okay, maybe they're buying commercial real estate for companies and really just having that company read out and helping them, you know what I mean? But really, FUNDRISE is getting into stocks, and this is a stock portfolio fund that they're making, so they're into stocks. It's a little interesting how they're getting into stocks because they are a real estate company and they're crowdfunding real estate business. So it was a little interesting. I don't know. I'd like to see them pay more attention to real estate because that's what they're about. And they haven't really been in business too long. I think early 2000 or late 2000. Sorry. But if you really want an in-depth video, I can really go into FUNDRISE, what I like about them, and all that type of stuff. So as it says, the fund intends to invest in a diverse portfolio of high-growth private technology companies, taking a multi-stage approach across both mid and late stages, as well as holding some public equities. So really, this fund is just going to be comprised of a bunch of high-growth technology companies. So with me, I'm very excited to get in this. They haven't opened it. They said in the next couple weeks that they'll give more information to their IPO investors, which I have $1,000 in their IPO. I have about 67 shares at like $15. So people like me, like IPO investors, if any of your IPO investors, you will get an early investment on this. You can be one of the first to invest in their fund. I'm not sure how much you can invest or what. They're really going to tell you within the next couple weeks, they said. But as they say, you couldn't think of a better suited group than us, people who are IPO investors, to really get a first opportunity to invest in this fund, which I think will be very interesting. I love investing. I love FUNDRISE. I really believe in their company. I've had no issues with investing with them, so I think this is going to be very interesting. Like it says, this portfolio is targeted high growth. So really, you're going to get, here's are some examples of what will be in this high growth portfolio. It says artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is it's on the rise. We're not quite there, but there's a lot more growth to be made in that sector. Modern data, which can be a high growth. Development operations, financial technology like fintech. I actually own some fintech. I have PayPal. A lot of that is just reaching the surface. So there's a lot more growth when it comes to financial technology. And then real estate and property technology, which is very interesting. I think there's a lot more growth when it comes to real estate and companies that will help your investments and portfolios. So, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, guys, this is a long-term investment. These are very high-growth stocks that will be in this fund, so you really want to have a horizon of 5 to 10 years on these companies. But I really like this. I think I wouldn't mind if they would stick or wouldn't go to stocks so quickly, because they haven't been in business too long. I think they could focus a lot more on their real estate and buying real estate. But I like it. I kind of like it. I like how they're getting into stocks and they're creating this fund, which seems to me could be a big return because, as everyone knows, tech and stuff like that really are high growth companies. I'm investing in a few companies that are really tech related, and they're really high growth companies, and they've been high growth companies for decades now. And I think building a fund around companies, either in their early stage, late stages, or even already on the market, is a great idea. And I think this could be a great investment for the long term. And I'm waiting. FUNDRISE said they will let us investors know in a couple weeks on when we can invest, how much we can invest, and more information on this fund. But yeah, I'm really excited, and if you guys want to keep updated with this fund, you want me to keep making videos about this fund and really show you if I'm investing into it, or if I once they release more information, if I still think it's a good idea. But from the surface level sounds of it, of what I can see and what their information they're giving us, I think this could be very interesting, and I'm very excited to possibly invest in this fund, and I'll keep y'all updated. Appreciate y'all for joining me and watching. Peace out, y'all.